Good morning. IIC, St.Ann's College for Women, welcomes you all for today's orientation session on institutional innovation by Innovation Ambassador. We are immensely happy to have with us speaker for the day, Dr. Amutaraj Jason, Professor and Head, Department of Information Science and Engineering, President RRIC, Raja Rajeshwari College of Engineering, Bangalore. Before we commence the webinar, let's invoke God's blessings with a reading from the Bible. The scripture portion for today's webinar is taken from Revelations chapter 21, verse 5. The one who sits on the throne said, "And now I make all things new, whose mercies are new every morning, and who assures us of our place in the new creation. We are all made in God's image, and many people display great creativity." The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. And now we have the lighting of the lamp. Knowledge removes ignorance, just as light removes darkness. It is a tradition to light the lamp before starting an event, as light symbolizes the absence of darkness, grief, and unhappiness, and Almighty's divine grace is spread all over. We'll now have a virtual lighting of the lamp and declare the program open. Chandana?
शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदम् शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदम् शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिः परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम् सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तु ते ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश्च मतिं स्वच्छां हि मे सदा रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् यस्य तिष्ठे गृहे दीपः तस्य नास्ति दरिद्रता शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
Okay. Thank you, Chandana. We welcome Dr. Jason with virtual green greetings.
Multiple
Yes.
gadgets you are using, I believe. Check down.
Sashi ma'am, you there? May I invite Mrs. Saishri Kishore, Department of Statistics, to introduce Dr. Amutaraj Jason.
I think Sashi ma'am probably needs to be unmuted.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am?
Sudha? Saishri didn't join.
Yes, Neil, I'm unable to locate her actually.
Ma'am, I'll read the profile.
Yes.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead, Lydia.
Yeah. Dr. Amudara Jason has completed his PhD in the Faculty of Information and Communication Engineering from Anna University, Chennai in the year 2012. Sir is fellow member of Institution of Engineers India, FIE, as well as a life member of Computer Society of India, of the International Association of Engineers, and also the International Association of Computer Science and Information Technologies. Served as one of the PhD thesis examiners for the Bharat University, Chennai, and a member of Doctoral Research Committee in the Faculty of Computer Science Engineering and Information Technology Department of three universities in Chennai. Apart from teaching, Sir also serves as a reviewer for International Journal of Network and Computer Applications and the International Journal of Computer Science and Information Security, USA. Sir has published 3 patents with controllers of patents along with 21 research papers in various international journals while also presenting 12 papers at international conferences, including IEEE and AEEE conferences. Presently, Sir is guiding 3 PhD scholars in the areas of sensor networks and content distribution networks. While having the experience of guiding more than 130 projects in the area of ME, MTech, and BE in his 18 years of teaching career in engineering colleges. Sir currently serves as a professor and HOD of Information Science and Engineering, Department of Rajarajeshwari College of Engineering, Bangalore. We are very fortunate to have Sir amongst us today, and we are eagerly waiting to listen to him. The session is over to you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, madam. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. First of all, I thank St. Anne's College management. First of all, I thank St. Anne's College management, principal, and Dr. Vasudha madam, Dr. V. Vasudha madam, for inviting me to present about the Institution Innovation Council, how an Institution Innovation Council can be helpful to the students to become entrepreneur in the near future. Madam, shall I share my screen one?
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Chandana, can you please stop your share screen?
It's an orientation session by Innovation Ambassador. Mainly focus on innovation and entrepreneurship. Our main focus should be on innovation and entrepreneurship, how a higher education institution student can innovate something and serve to the need of the society. That is the National Innovation and Startup Policy implemented by Ministry of Education. Formerly, it is called the Ministry of Human Resource and Development, MHRD. They released a National Innovation and Startup Policy in the year 2019. What is the objective? To enable higher educational institutions, all the colleges in India, it may be Arts and Science College, or it may be Pharmacy College, or it may be an engineering college. And higher educational institution has to promote and support startup ecosystem in our country. How we can support startup innovation ecosystem in the country? That is, they have to establish a startup ecosystem in their college campus to involve the students and faculty in startup ecosystem. That is, student and faculty can form their own team and they have to innovate a new application, or they can innovate a new service which can be provide a better life to the society. To
Sir,
create
I'm sorry to
hello.
disturb you, sir. Just 1 second. Extremely sorry, sir. Sir, the full screen is still not visible, sir.
1 minute.
It's still opening up the PowerPoint. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no problem. Madam, now it is visible. Huh? Yes, sir.
Not yet.
Madam, now, what about now?
Yes.
Yes, sir. It's
Okay. Our main focus will be on innovation and entrepreneurship. The National Innovation and Startup Policy implemented by Ministry of Human Resource Development in the year 2019. Now the ministry is changed as Ministry of Education. What is the objective of National Innovation and Startup Policy defined by Ministry of Education or Ministry of Human Resource and Development? That is to enable higher educational institutions to promote and support startup ecosystem in the campus. That is inside a campus, inside a college campus, whether it may be an engineering college or pharmacy college or medical college or some polytechnic college, they have to promote the students and faculty members of that higher education institution, that college should team up and they have to establish a startup inside the campus. That is our objective, is to produce job creators, not job seekers. So to create a startup ecosystem, the mentoring support will be provided by Institution Innovation Council of MOE, that is Ministry of Education. The Institution Innovation Council, they will organize lot of activities. It may be an idea competition, or it may be Smart India Hackathon, or it may be National Innovation Contest. Like that, lot of activities they are doing. By using that, we can submit our ideas as a student, as a faculty. We are permitted to submit our ideas. So that idea may be funded by IIC, as well as they will provide technical mentoring support to all the students who are selected. So to encourage, inspire and nurture the students and faculty members by exposing them for new ideas and new processes, and resulting in innovation activities and entrepreneurial activities to build self-reliant India. In another 20 years, we should be self-reliant. All the goods, all the things should be manufactured or are made in India only. We should not import anything from the other countries. We are in a export mode. For that reason, they are planning to set up a national innovation and startup policy, as well as they have set Institution Innovation Council. Nearly 6,000 institutions are currently member in that Institution Innovation Council. Then how we can get the funds? For example, I want to develop a project. I want to develop one innovation. How I can get the funds? For to raise the funds for incubation facilities or pre-incubation facilities, that is, it can be an infrastructure facility, a mobile app development lab for creating a mobile app for some applications which may be helpful for the students, especially rural students, or a mobile app or a digital platform which may help the farmers in the rural villages. So to raise the funds for setting up incubation facilities and pre-incubation facilities, we can approach as a higher education institution, a teacher or a faculty can approach, or a student team can approach Department of Science and Technology, Department of Biotechnology, Ministry of Education, AICTE, TDP, TIFAR, Technology Information Forecasting and Assessment Council, DSIR, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, BIRAC, then NSTEDP, then National Research Development Corporation, or MSDE or MSME, or some other NGOs, non-governmental organization also supporting the college students, student teams, as well as faculty members in establishing incubation facilities like Idea Development Lab. As well as January, the MOE, AICT has announced Idea Lab for AICT funding, AICT approved institutions. That is, engineering colleges and polytechnics can apply for an idea development lab. That students can be given some sensitization program or awareness program, and they will be given some upskilling program or reskilling programs, and they will be trained on specific technologies. Then they have to develop a minimal viable product, that is working model of their idea, and later that working model can be converted into or developed into a finished product or billable product, or we can say saleable product in the market. For that, they are giving a funding of 55 lakhs from AICTE. Another 55 lakhs should be funded by the host institution. Okay, so if one institution cannot afford that 55 lakhs, they are giving a chance. That is 3 to 4 institutions can form a consortium and they can approach for funding, that Idea Lab funding. And the institute also can contribute as a CSR fund. That is, if your college budget is 10 crores per year, then 1% of annual budget can be allotted as a CSR fund, which can be utilized for setting up incubation facility or pre-incubation facility. So 10 lakh can be allotted as a fund for incubation, setting up incubation lab, or we can say Idea Lab. Okay, creativity. What do you mean by innovation? What do you mean by creativity? That is, creativity is different from innovation. Innovation is different from creativity. What do you mean by creativity? Creativity is an act of creating a new idea. For example, Google car, that is auto drive car. It is an idea by Google. It was developed first by Google. So creativity is an act of creating a new idea by imagining the things. This is the imagination. So imagination, they are making it into possible. That is called creativity, or we can say invention. Google invented Google car. It's an auto drive car. No driver is there. In the driver seat also, in my point of view, driver seat also one passenger can sit. It will assess by using a technology, sensor network technology, it will assess the traffic in the particular road and it will move. When it has to brake, when it has to apply the brake, when it has to give accelerator, everything will be auto control. So in the driver seat also one passenger can fit, the car will drive. If you specify the location, then it will directly drop you in the airport, or it may drop you in the railway station, or you may go to your college using this Google car. That is creativity, or it's a new invention. That is for the first time. If we invented something for the first time, that is called creativity, that is called invention. For example, Marconi, he invented radio, and the Wright brothers, they have invented aeroplane. That is first time they have invented it. That is by applying their creativity, by applying their imagination, they will make the things possible. So that is called creativity. Innovation. Innovation, on the other hand, doing things. That is introduction of something new to the existing product. Already auto is available, but one engineer has innovated an auto like this. It is looking like a car, as well as we can fix AC in that. So you will feel better experience. For example, a normal yellow color auto, if you go by normal yellow color auto, you will you may not feel rich. But if you go by this kind of innovated auto, you will feel rich. If you go for a marriage function, or if you are dropping yourself after the college hours, you are going to your native, you are going to your home using this auto, you will feel rich. 20 rupees or 30 rupees may be higher, but you will feel rich experience in that. So it is called innovation. Innovation is introducing something new in the existing product. It may be a new service, or it may be a new product, or it may be a new facility, or new feature in the existing product, and we will make effective into the market. How can we compare, or how can we differentiate creativity and innovation? Creativity is an act of creating a new idea, imagination, and possibilities. Innovation is introduction of something new and effective into the market. Creativity is an imaginative process, but innovation is a productive process. Here, we cannot measure the success of the creativity. Sometimes it may be at the idea level itself. We cannot make that into existence. But innovation we can measure, as well as creativity. It is thinking something new. That is Google car, that auto drive car. There no driver is required. If you mention the location, then automatically it will find a route and it will reach the particular destination. You can comfortably go using that Google car. That is thinking something new. Here, introducing something new. That is in the innovated auto, we have introduced, an engineer has introduced something new. Then investment needed. Creativity, no investment. Because it is your idea, it is in the logical phase only. But innovation, we need some investment. Any risk involved in creativity, no risk involved. Here, innovation, Because we have invested a lot of time, we have invested a lot of money, we have invested a lot of working hours. So risk is involved in innovation. Invention versus innovation. That is, the incandescent light was invented by Thomas Alva Edison. So invention can be defined as the creation of a product or introduction of a particular process or introduction of a particular service for the first time. That is, Marconi invented radio for the first time. Then Wright brothers have invented aeroplane for the first time. Then incandescent light invented by Thomas Alva Edison for the first time. Later it was innovated as halogen bulb, then CFL bulb. Nowadays we are all using LED bulb. So innovation on the other hand occurs if someone improves the existing product or make a significant contribution to the existing product or existing process or existing service. Here that innovation, that is, now we have a call taxi services by Uber and Ola. Previously, what we have done 20 years back, if we think we have to call a owner of the car, then we have to inform this is our trip. Otherwise, the travel agency, we have to approach a travel agency in a villages and all, one 2-3 villages, one person may be having a car. So we have to reach their home and we have to do it. We have to reserve for the particular day, the particular festival. We want to go to Secunderabad. So we need your taxi for one day. So they will say the rent for the particular day based on the distance, and we have to pay an advance. And on the particular day, they will reach our home. Then we have to board into the particular taxi and we have to go. Now we have the app, mobile app, Uber and Ola, they have a mobile app. Later it was developed as a call taxi, that is front track, fast track, like that call taxi. Later, now Ola and Uber, they are providing the service. They are improving the service. They are not owning anything. They are not having any car with them, but they will provide you any kind of car. If you want to travel in Mercedes-Benz, you can book. If you want to travel in BMW, you can book for a marriage function, but the cost will be high. Okay, so you can enjoy for a particular day. Okay, you can enjoy the particular service for a particular day. You have to pay. As well as for 20 years back, if you want to go to the railway station or airport, then you have to give to and fro charges. That is, if airport is 30 kilometers, then you have to pay 300 plus 300, 600 rupees or 600 plus 600, 1000 to and fro charges you have to pay. Now we are going to pay only one-way payment, not two-way payment. So these are all the improved services. These are all the innovative services in the market. So innovation can be learned. So innovation is not rocket science. Okay, if you have some technical idea, if you have some technical knowledge, if you have some business idea, if you have some business knowledge, then you can systematically improve how to innovate. One should not immediately jump at the first solution. We can develop an app. For example, Hyderabad biryani. Yeah, biryani shop is there or a restaurant is there. They are providing service. If somebody is order over online, that is through mail or through a phone call, they are ordering. Instead, we can develop an app. As a college student, you can approach the manager or approach the owner of the Hyderabad biryani, and you can approach them and you can develop an app. Okay, in the what are all the things you have to think? That is, we have to increase the profit or increase the sales for that restaurant owner. As well as you should get some commission. That is your product. That is, you have provided the particular service. Then the customer point of view. Now the COVID lockdown is in phase. As well as if you travel and go to the particular restaurant, then have the lunch or have the dinner, it is very risky. So you want to get the particular Hyderabad biryani on the particular day. So you want to order it. So a customer wants to order it. So you are developing a mobile app. You are providing a technical solution, but with the help of a computer science graduate, some BBA or MBA graduate can help them, or some statistics graduates can help them. How they can find out 100 customers, first 100 customers. How they can expand the business. Then how they can market that particular mobile app. to the society, the Hyderabad city. These are all the things you have to do that. So innovation can be learned. Everyone can systematically improve how to innovate. One should not immediately jump at the first solution itself. Your best solution will be your nth solution. Your nth, it may be 50th solution, or it may be 100th solution, or it may be 150th solution. But you have to analyze the competitors and you have to always improvise your product. Then only you can survive in the market. So an innovator is someone who says, yes, it is one way of doing it. We are developing an app. It is one way of doing it. What are all the other benefits we can give to our customer? What are all the other features I can include in the app? These are all the way you have to think as an innovator. Okay, the innovation, that ATM machine, it was in the market from 1990s. Okay, when I was in Chennai in the year 1999, the 4 ICICI bank branches are there in Chennai, and nearly 10 to 12 ATMs, ICICI bank ATMs were there. It's an invention. But now somebody has innovated the same machine. We can withdraw cash as well as we can deposit. Cash deposit machine. It is an innovation. Cash deposit machine is an innovation. Somebody, if they want to take the account statement, then they can take the account statement using the same kiosk. That is called innovation, cash deposit machine. Some North Indian fellow during the last year lockdown, last year April or May, during that they have innovated a Pani Puri ATM. Okay, Pani Puri ATM. In that manner, the innovation, existing product is there. An innovator has contributed something to make changes in the particular product, and he made Pani Puri ATM. So an entrepreneur versus businessman. What do you mean by a businessman? Who is a businessman? Who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur who brings an unique creative idea and develop an innovative product or service that solves the problem of a society, or it may solve the problem of a farmer. Okay, for example, as a college student, you can develop a mobile app, or you can develop a solution with the help of some interdisciplinary research team. That is, some statistical analyst can be help you. Statistics student can help you, or statistics professor can help you. That is, the which produce will be harvested in the particular season. During April, May, what is available? Which place it is available? During September to December, during that 3 months or 4 months period, how many farmers have planted the particular paddy or wheat, particular crop, and what will be the expected yield? In that manner, then what will be the price? Okay, in that manner, you can develop an app and you can support farmers. So an entrepreneur who will bring a unique creative idea and develop an innovative product or service that solves a problem and start a business. By using that, he is going to start a business. So a farmer can register with a particular mobile app, and he will come to know what is the price, where the particular product is produced more. In our region, what is the product now currently in use? That is, in the particular season, which is what is the market rate? If more products are produced, then market prices will be low for the agriculture product. So how we can avoid it? During planting season itself, we can give an awareness. So they won't grow paddy. Instead, they will plant some other plant. Then they will get a good yield and they will get a good rate also, good price also. But a businessman, already they are running a family business, so they may run the same business with the old idea. That man is called a businessman. A businessman is a person who starts a business on an old concept or existing idea, or run the family business. For example, some Sakti Masala, it is a owner, already owner is there, his son is taking care of the business. For example, Reliance, the Ambani brothers, they are running the business. HCL, they are running a business. Shivnadar is running a business. Now, his daughter is taking over that business. That is called a businessman. They are called as businessman. They are using traditional methods to run the business. So everyone can be creative, but not everyone can be an entrepreneur. So we can be creative, but our creative ideas will be only in idea stage. We are not move on to the next stage. That is, everyone can be creative, but not everyone can be an entrepreneur. So entrepreneurial characteristics. If you want to become an entrepreneur, then you should be passionate. That is, you should not think that it is a job. I am going to join by 9 o'clock and I am leaving by 3:30 or 4:30. That is, you should make that as a passion. So this is the product I am going to produce and I am going to serve for the society. So I want to consider the time. I have to improve my product. I have to better serve to the customer. In that manner, you have to take it as a passion. Be courageous in the business field. Sometimes there may be losses, or sometimes we may not get the expected business. So we should be courageous enough to take a decision. It may be financial decisions, sometimes it may be some labor related decisions, or it may be some government. They changed the rules. Then we have to adopt those kind of things into the business. So, yeah, entrepreneur should be courageous, bold enough to take a decision. It may be financial decision, or it may be labor related decisions, or it may be tax related decisions, or it may be partnership related decisions, or it may be some technical decisions. That is technical upgradation related decisions. Okay, so then be curious. That is, we should be interested to take new challenges. Then only we can become a successful entrepreneur. Be curious and be creative. Whenever new technologies are coming, then we have to creative enough to develop a new technology. For example, Sony, they are 10 years back or 15 years back, each and every household, we are all having a DVD player manufactured by Sony. Nowadays, it was market out. No Sony DVD player is there. So we should be creative. We should understand the needs of the customer, as well as we should understand the customer satisfaction, and we have to upgrade our product. That is, it should be a creative product. We have to upgrade our product. So an entrepreneur cannot come to the solution at the first jump. It may be the first solution may not be his final solution. The nth solution may be the best solution. So you should be creative enough. As an entrepreneur, you should be creative enough to upgrade the technology, and you should satisfy the customers always. Be consistent and be empathetic. Be consistent. That is, we should be consistent enough in serving the people. We should be consistent in our decisions. It may be a financial decisions, or it may be a, that is consistency. That is, we have to, even though some new taxes will come, or if the market sales are reduced, we should not compromise the quality. So we should be consistent, as well as be empathetic. That is empathy map. In the upcoming slides, we are going to study about empathy map. That is what the customer expected from us. What is his desire? Then what he feels about the product. In that manner, we have to have the interaction. For example, if you are developing a mobile app for a restaurant, that is restaurant customers, what they expect, how I can develop a better app, that is user-friendly app. It will take lesser bandwidth, and we have to develop it. Then be flexible. As an entrepreneur, you should be flexible enough. Then only you can run the business successfully. Then be patient and be perseverant. That is, we should be continuous. Even though some failure happens, we should not give away. We should not give up. We should be patient enough to serve the customers and be determined. That is, we should have a decision. We should be determined to serve better quality product to the customers. That is, quality should not be compromised. In that manner, you have to compromise. As well as an entrepreneur should be ambitious. These are all the characteristics of entrepreneur. Then entrepreneurial skills. The skill is an ability that can be learned through training and practice. That is, experience will provide you skill, as well as we can learn using some training and practice. That is people management skill. Because whenever you are becoming an entrepreneur, you need a minimal viable team. You have to build a minimal viable team. It may contain technical person, it may have statistical person, it may have marketing analyst, marketing persons, and analyst, the specialist in market analysis. Those kind of people we need. So you should be a leader. You should have the people management skill and business skill. You have to think how I can start my business. That is first how I can find the first 100 customers. What I am going to offer for the first 100 customers. Where I am going to mobilize the funds. Then how I am going to make the product sustainable. That is, it should not pollute the environment. It should not be lethal to any human being. In that manner, you have to develop a product. So business skill is required. Then communication skill. For any entrepreneur, if you have a very good command over the language, that is well and good. That is, if you have multi-language fluency, because you are all in Hyderabad, it's a multicultural city or it is a metropolitan city. So multi-language fluency is an added advantage for an entrepreneur. Then computer skill. Nowadays, everything, all the businesses are running through computer, internet, as well as mobile. So computer skills are required. You are able to manage the computers. You are able to work with the technology. It may be a internet or it may be mobile. You have to be tech savvy in operating the computers as well as mobile phone. Because most of the time we are going to do online transactions. So you should be computer skill. Then decision making skill. It is very, very important skill for an entrepreneur. Sometimes it may be business decision making. Sometimes it may be labor related decision making. Or sometimes it may be technical advancement, technical decision making. That is whether we have to upgrade our product, whether we are going to adopt a new technology which is uh, emerging now. Those kind of decision making skills are required. Then problem solving skills. That is problem solving skill in the business, in the mobile app. You are doing business through a mobile app. Then the how we have to improve the how we are going to advertise the particular mobile app. How we are going to reach out more people, as well as sometimes the government has come up with a new tax or new law. So you have to adopt that law. Sometimes you have to come up with, sometimes these kind of lockdown situations, there is unexpected situations may come, unexpected fund flow. That is, we may expect some, we have got some order, suddenly it was cancelled. So we are started manufacturing by getting an advance, but it was cancelled. So during that time, we should be bold enough to take a decision. How we are going to withstand during that situation. Then mathematical skill, problem solving skill and mathematical skill that are very, very essential for an entrepreneur. Then organizational skills and leadership skills. These are all the skills required by an entrepreneur. Choice versus chance. That is whether as a college student or as a college professor or as a college teacher, you are going to make entrepreneurship as a choice. Or I don't have no option. So I am taking entrepreneurship as my career. It is not like that. You have to make a choice. You have to make a choice to prove yourself. You have to make a choice to serve for the society as an entrepreneur. So make a choice to bring change in the society. Make a choice. So you should have curiosity. You should have creativity. You should be courage enough or bold enough, as well as you should be consistent. Okay. So you, as a student of a good college, as you are fortunate enough to have a institution innovation council, as well as it's an autonomous college. So instead of taking a project in third semester, you can develop a product from second year onwards. If you are a UG student, from second year onwards, you can develop a mobile app or you can develop some product. It may be a chemical product. For example, now sanitizer are very much essential. So as a chemistry student, you team up and you can develop a low cost sanitizer. If you are a commerce student, If you are a statistics student, then you can give an idea. That is how a retailer can file a GST, or how a retailer, you can develop a software with the help of computer science graduates. You can form a team with the commerce graduate as well as BBA graduate as well as computer science graduate. You have team up, multidisciplinary team can be formed because you are having an autonomous system in place. So you can have the flexibility in setting up a multidisciplinary team, and you can form a team and you can come up with a solution for the retailer. They have to file a GST. How they have to file the GST? We can give some ideas, as well as we can develop a mobile app. Through that mobile app, they can register by paying 50 rupees as a initial registration fee, and they can file their GST through your mobile app. That is possible. You can be a technical advisor in that. So startup, what do you mean by startup? Startup means an entity incorporated or registered in India as per Societies Act. By DBIIT's definition, that is the Department of Promotion for Internal Trade. That is, a startup is an entity which is incorporated or registered in India as per Companies Act. Then it should not be established before 7 years. But however, biotechnology related startup should not be established before 10 years. Then they can name them as a startup, they can register them as a startup. But annual turnover should not be exceeded 25 crores in any preceding financial years. Last 7 years, if you register as a startup, then they will look into your last 3 years or last 7 years annual turnover. If it does not exceed, if it not exceeds 25 crores, then you can register as a startup. What is the advantage of being a startup? We can work towards innovation and development or improvement of a product or process or services. Then you can call yourself as a startup. Your establishment or your company can call itself as a startup. But in the future, it should be scalable. Okay, you can improve a particular product, you can improve a particular service. Later, you are going to scalable at all India level, or you can scalable at global level. That kind of model will be called as a startup. High potential for employment generation or wealth creation within 5 years or within 3 years. That is called as a startup. What are all the advantages or benefits of startup recognition? That is, you can self-certify your product, self-certification, as well as you should comply with 9 environmental and labor laws. You have to adopt, you have to agree, you have to follow the rules and regulations imposed by 9 environmental and labor laws. Then startup patent application. If you are developing an innovative product, that is a new sanitizer developed by chemistry students of St.Ann College, Hyderabad, then they can register their formula with the patent office. If you are register yourself as a startup company, your patent filing can be done fast track, as well as you can get up to 80% rebate in patent registration fees, patent filing charges. These are all the advantages of patent startup recognition. Then tax exemption, income tax exemption for 3 years on capital gains as well as investments above fair market value. These are all the advantages. Then if you are unable to proceed further, then you can wind up the company in 90 days under insolvency and bankruptcy code 2016. These are all the advantages of startup recognition. Usually a bad history, that is the history says 90% of startup business fail within 5 years, because they are focused only on particular technology. So the particular technology is existing for some years, so they may fail. 90% of the startup business may fail in 5 years. But one statement is true: only startups can fail, or only startups may fail, but true entrepreneurs with a particular skill set and particular characteristics or founders never fails. A true entrepreneurs and founders will never fail. They can start because they establish a very good team. that team will survive, that team will make him success. So entrepreneurs will build a team. They in turn build the startup business. That is the mantra of a true entrepreneur. An entrepreneur will build a team. That team will build the startup business. So you should have a big dream, but we should start small. For example, if it is a 1,500 meters race, or it may be 800 meters race, we have to start in the first step. So we have a big dream. I want to become a good entrepreneur in the near future. So today you have to start little. You have to start small. How Institution Innovation Council will help you to develop a startup or create a startup. It's a Herculean task to build a first minimal viable product. That is your idea. You are developing your idea and make it as a design, draft design, and make it as a working model. That is called a minimal viable product, or we can say prototype. So first you have to build minimal viable product. That is your idea will be converted or developed into a prototype or a working model or a minimal viable product. For example, if you are developing a mobile app for Hyderabad Biryani, then you are developing a mobile app and we are testing with 10 customers. That your college students, 10 students are their parents or 10 faculty members. You identify 10 faculty members, you install the particular app and they are doing some transaction. They are ordering something in the Hyderabad Biryani shop and you get some commission. That is your minimal viable product. Then minimal viable team, technology team. That is upgradation. We have to upgrade. So we need a team. That team contains a technology expert. That is, it may be a computer science graduate or postgraduate in computer science, MSc or MCA graduate, may be a team member. He can help you in mobile app coding. Some MBA graduate or BBA graduate will help you in business model development. That is how we are going to increase the turnover, how we have to increase the business, and how we are going to generate the revenue, how we are going to reduce the cost involved. That cost may be divided into two types. That is fixed cost, and another one is variable cost. That is fixed cost. That is the rent or some charges you have to pay. That should be your fixed cost. That will not vary. If you make 500 sales per day, that cost will be same. If you make 5 parcels per day, that cost will be same. That is called a fixed cost. So minimal viable team, technology team is required. Then launch your launch your minimal viable startup business, MVP. Okay, it is a Herculean task. How IIC will help you? Institution Innovation Council of Ministry of Education is organizing national level competitions like Smart India Hackathon. They are giving in the SIH.in, that web portal, they are giving lot of problems. You can identify one problem and you can come up with a technical solution to solve a particular problem. Then they will identify, they will choose. You have to submit your idea, then you will be shortlisted for the second round. Then second round, the experts from Delhi will analyze your idea. That is, they will analyze whether your idea can be developed as a saleable product or billable product, whether it is business viability is there. That is, business viability is there. Whether you can develop that product as a IPR, intellectual property right, and you can file as a patent, whether there is any possibility, as well as that expansion, that is scalable, whether it can be scalable over all India level. Is it possible? Those kind of things they will check. So Smart India Hackathon, 5G Hackathon, and National Innovation Contest. There is National Innovation Contest 2021. We are expecting for the announcement. They will, the National Innovation Contest, IIC or MOE, Ministry of Education, through IIC, they will call for National Innovation Contest. First level of competition is idea competition. First, you have to submit the idea. At the college level, they will choose. Then you have to develop that as a proof of concept. That is, theoretically, you have to come up with a solution. Then later, you have to develop that as a working model. That is prototype. And later, we can pitch that as a startup. That is startup pitch. In that order, we have to plan. So in this way, they are organizing this competition. If your team is shortlisted, they will fund you up to 6 lakhs to make the product viable, to make the product, they will mentor you. If you are shortlisted in your institute level, 5 teams may be shortlisted or 7 teams may be shortlisted. If you are, that 5 teams will be mentored by different mentors, technical mentors from industries, technical mentors from different higher educational institutions. Then later you can develop that into a viable product which can be available in the market or which can be saleable in the market. Okay, so design thinking, you are identifying a problem and design thinking, how we have to design the particular solution or particular innovative product that is human centered, as well as it is collaborative, as well as the design thinking is a creative process. The design thinking is a iterative process. First you are coming up with a simple design, later it will be evolved into a saleable product. So it is a iterative thing. As well as I already told, whenever we are developing something, it may be a new service or new product. Yeah, one stream of student cannot do it, or one stream of professors cannot do it. If it is a mobile app, we can develop a mobile application. A computer science graduate can do good coding, but he may not well versed in marketing. He may not be well versed in statistical analysis. So a multidisciplinary problem solving methodology should be adopted. So a multidisciplinary team we need, then only we can adopt multidisciplinary problem solving methodology to come up with a particular solution which will be beneficial to the society. So design thinking is usually people centered. Okay, in the design thinking process will integrate business viability, technical feasibility, and also people desirability. That is, whenever we are designing a product or whenever we are designing a particular process or particular service, we should have a business viability. That is, whether if we develop that as a product, whether it will be liked by the society, whether there is an urgent need for the society. For example, that Pani Puri ATM, that is, in the COVID situation, we cannot touch the people. So for that, to avoid touching of people or to avoid spreading of COVID virus, they have come up with a solution. As well as that cash deposit machine, there is already ATM machines are there. Before 25 years it was established. Somebody has thought he wants to provide both the services, that is cash deposit as well as cash dispensing. So that is a business viability. So in a particular city, in the main branch, we can put one gas deposit machine. So then the people can deposit. Otherwise, the business people in between, before 3 o'clock, they have to go to the bank and they have to deposit. In a petrol pump, for example, in a petrol pump, night, evening 6 to 8 o'clock, they may get more cash. How they will deposit in the account? It is not possible. So they have to retain the cash in their home or in the particular office. There may be the possibility for steal. So they have think in that line and he found out that cash deposit machine. So in that same machine, otherwise we have to, during Diwali holidays or during some festival season, we have to deposit the cash. That cash deposit vehicle will come. That third party vehicle will come. They will fill the cash. Then within 2 hours, that entire 15 lakhs cash may be dispensed. So again, people are coming and they are go empty-handed. So somebody may be in urgent need, but we are unable to serve. So they think in that line and they have done that cash deposit as well as cash dispensing in the same mission. Then technically feasible. We have to analyze the technical feasibility, whether we can use the particular technology, how they are counting the notes and how they are displaying. That is without error or without mistake, it has to be done. If you have that cash deposit process has to be done without any errors or without any fault. That is fault tolerance. We have to think over it. We have to think about the reliability. Okay, in that angle, an entrepreneur should think. That is called the design thinking process. Then people desirability. Whether the people are really in need of a particular service or whether they are really in need of a particular product, that way we have to think. So
Sir?
Is he there?
Not sure, ma'am. I'm just checking.
Yeah, please check.
Yeah, sir is there, ma'am.
Yeah, he's there. Fine. Let drop, I believe, for him.
Okay. So you're there? Vasudha, ma'am?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we should call sir once.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
All the participants, please stay tuned. I think there is some glitch with the speaker. Please stay tuned.
Yeah. The feedback link would be posted at the end of the session after
Patient,
the national anthem. So make sure that you please fill the feedback form and you will get your certificates within a week because each day 100 certificates will be generated. I request all of you to be patient for your certificates. If you don't get it in your chat box, in your inbox, check it in your spam as well, okay, for the certificate.
Vasudha, are you there? Can you please call sir once?
Participants, please be patient.
Hello, madam, am I audible?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
you're audible.
sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any problem? Sir, was there any problem?
My screen is visible?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Design thinking process. That is discover a problem. For example, before last year March, we may not know these many digital platforms are available. As a college professor or as a college student, we may not know Zoom is a platform we can share the screen. Otherwise, the Dr. Vasudha madam has booked the ticket. I have to travel from Bangalore to Hyderabad and I have to deliver the session. That too, you 350 people has to assemble in the particular place. Okay, it was only that Zoom app or Google Meet or Microsoft Teams. It was only used by corporate people for their corporate meeting. The college level, we are doing symposium or we are doing, it may be a symposium or it may be a technical webinar, we are doing only offline. Okay. One minute, I have some. Now my screen is visible. Okay. Previously, I have to travel to Hyderabad and I have to give a session. You people have to assemble in a seminar hall and we have to listen to the particular webinar session. But now, due to COVID, due to lockdown, we have find out we had a problem. How we can communicate? How we can deliver the classroom? How we can deliver the classroom lecture? We are finding out what are all the different digital platforms available. It may be Microsoft Team or it may be Zoom app or it may be Google Meet. So whenever a problem we have, we are going to visualize the problem and we have to dream about the solution. The Microsoft or Google or some other Zoom, they have come up with a solution. What is the need of a teacher? What is the need of a student? In that line, they have worked out and they have come up with a digital platform. So we are using the digital platform to deliver the lecture or listen to the particular lecture. So discover a problem. First, we have to identify which problem we are going to address. Whether it's a problem of a farmer, we are going to address. Whether it is a problem related to agriculture, or whether it is a problem related to education, and define the problem statement. What is my objective? What I am going to provide? How I am going to provide customer satisfaction? How my students are going to uh, get rich experience or satisfied experience, how my listeners will get the rich experience, that is customer satisfaction. Then dream about the solution. Then later we have to do rapid prototyping. Otherwise, we may lose our business. Here, some other people will take over and they will lead the market. They will take the market. So we are unable to scale our business. So do rapid prototyping, developing the minimal viable product. What is the minimal viable product? That we already discussed. First, we have to develop a minimal viable product. Then we have to deploy in the right market. That is the particular college. We have to focus on a particular college and particular schools, and they have focused and they have sold out the particular digital platform. Per student basis, they have charged and they have sold out. Then deliver value to the early adopter. If it is a first 100 customers, we are giving this many offers. If it is for the first time, we are providing this many. This is the offer we are going to give. Like that, we have to deliver value to the early adopters of our technology or our product. Then discover a problem in design thinking. How to discover problem in design thinking? That is empathy. That is very much important. A designer has to interact with user and he should understand what the user feels, what the user wants, and what the user needs. How I can satisfy better to my customer. In that manner, he should have the empathy to the designer or a mobile app designer or a particular solution designer or a particular service establishment designer has to interact with the user and he has to empathize. So, how to empathize? That is empathy map. That is, a designer has to interact with the user and he has to identify what the user says, what the user thinks, what is his mind, what he is thinking in his mind. That is, by using interaction, we have to identify the thinking of the user and we have to analyze the feeling of the user and what the user does. These are all the things we have to consider. It may be a questionnaire based. We can identify some customers and we can interact with them. We can give them a questionnaire and we have to identify which are all the areas we have to focus more to improve our customer satisfaction. Okay, so on. These are all the things during empathize stage through story mapping, quotes and defining words of the user. What are all the things we have said? Then we have to analyze what is the thoughts of the user and beliefs of the user and feelings and emotions of the user we have to analyze and actions and behaviors of the users we have to analyze. Then we have to map it. Define the problem statement. The main goal of the define stage is to get a coherent single problem statement. That is how we can define the problem. For example, in the agriculture related product, how what we are going to provide. If I am developing a mobile app, if our team is developing a mobile app, how I can satisfy, how I can better serve to the agriculture agriculturist, that is farmers, the rural farmers, how I can. That is, it should be in the native language. If it is Tamil Nadu, the particular app will give information in Tamil. If it is in Andhra, it has to give information in Telugu. If it is in UP, it has to give information in Hindi. Likewise, it should be user friendly. So, what is the actual problem we are trying to solve? That is how we are going to provide the price of the particular produce, agriculture produce to the farmer. What is the market price on the particular day? When he has to plant a particular seed, when he has to plant a particular action, then when he has to do the particular action, so that we have to define what is the actual problem we are planning to solve, then who is really affected by it or who is really benefited by that. If I am developing a mobile app, how it will help the farmers to get a good price for his agriculture produce. If it is a digital platform, how I can better serve to the students or listeners of the particular platform, how I can better serve the teacher. That is the teacher. For example, if online exams are conducted, then the provision should be given. We can evaluate online. For example, we are asking 10 questions. Then the teacher will be given with the provision. He has to open the particular answer sheet in online, and he has to mark the mark. He can allot the marks in the same place itself, as well as why he has reduced the mark. That kind of remarks column also should be there. Then only student will feel better experience of using the particular digital platform. So likewise, who is really affected by it? Then what are all the different ways of solving the problem? How I can solve the problem? For example, now the rural children, they are unable to connect that government school. Though the students who are in very rural area, due to bandwidth restriction, they are unable to connect them with the classroom. So how I can solve that problem to address the particular problem? As well as the rural farmer, they are not connected. They don't know this information. It is the drawback. How I can solve the problem? So problem statement, whenever we are defining a problem statement, we have to think what is the actual problem, how I am going to solve, how our team is going to solve. Then who is really benefited out of the particular solution or product, who is going to really affected by the product, then what are all the different ways of solving the problem, then which way I am going to choose. Likewise, we will get a coherent single problem statement. Then inspiration, ideation, and implementation. If we are listening to these kind of lectures by innovation ambassadors or some entrepreneur, then we will be inspired. As a student or as a faculty, I have to develop a particular thing for the benefit of the farmer, or a rural students, I have to develop a digital platform for the rural student. That is inspiration. That is, I have a defined challenge. How do I get started? How do I conduct an interview? How do I stay human centered? How I can better serve to the society? How I can serve better to the needy people? That is, it may be rural children. They may not get the education during this lockdown. The schools were closed, but those who are in urban areas or those who are in towns and cities, the students are connected, but the rural students are not connected. That kind of inspiration will come. Then we have to convert that inspiration into idea. What are all the softwares required to develop a particular digital platform? How I can reduce the bandwidth? How I can do that? So I have an opportunity for the design. Okay. Then implementation. How I can innovative solution? How do I make my concept real? That is how I can make my idea into a working model. How I can develop my idea into a minimal viable product. That is implementation. So inspiration, whenever we are listening to these kind of lectures, we may be inspired. Then we are conceiving an idea as a student or as a faculty or as a team of faculty and students. We are having an idea. We want to approach this problem. We want to solve this problem. That is rural education problem I want to solve. Our team wants to solve. Then how we are going to implement? That is how we are going to make a minimal viable product and identify first 100 customers. Later we are going to scaling it into all India level, okay, or global level. So role of Institution Innovation Council in a higher education institution. I'm very happy that your St.Ann College is having an Institution Innovation Council. As an Institution Innovation Council, we can organize entrepreneurship development programs, boot camps, and business trade shows in the campus. If it becomes online, if it becomes offline, we can do it. Otherwise, online also we can conduct this kind of entrepreneurship development programs, as well as a IIC, we can conduct ideation workshop, idea pitch presentation, trade show during the tech festival, as well as symposiums, and demo day or prototype day or prototype exhibition or working model exhibition. Like that we can do. Where most of the colleges, they are doing project exhibition. Instead of project exhibition, we have to conduct demo day exhibition or prototype exhibition. In the student has to come up with a working model, and they have to demonstrate how that working model will better serve to the society, how that working model can be developed further into a finished product which can be saleable in the market, how it will satisfy the customer. For that, as a student, if you are developing a project or if you are developing a product, you have to approach the end customer. If you are developing a banking software, then you have to approach the bank manager and bank clerk, as well as you have to approach the bank customer. Especially, we have to approach the customer. In what way they are suffering, what are all the difficulties they are facing, that difficulties we have to address. So demo day exhibition, prototype exhibition, and working model exhibitions we can conduct, and we can encourage our students and faculty members to participate in idea contest, prototype exhibition, hackathons, and startup-thon and startup summit. Okay, institution quality measurement and performance. In 1990s, all the colleges and schools, they project themselves as an academic institution. They are excellence in academic. We are producing 100% result. We are producing first three toppers in the university. That is academic excellence. They projected their academic excellence. Their quality was measured by academic excellence. Or we have a center of excellence facility in networking. We are having a center of excellence facility in Internet of Things. Or we are having a center of excellence facility in business intelligence. In that way, they have advertised. They have measured the quality. Later in 2005 or 2000 to 2010, during that 10 years tenure, they projected, all the higher educational institutions have projected the placement opportunities for the students. Number of students placed for the particular batch, 2020 batch, 87% of our commerce students have been placed. 90% of our computer science graduates have been placed for 2020 batch. The 2021 batch, already 75% placements are over. Still, we are on the way. Likewise, they advertise. They have measured the quality in terms of placement. Then in 2015, around 2015 to 2020, all the institutions, they projected, we have this much funded projects, these many papers in refereed journals. That is research excellence. They project the higher educational institution as a research excellence institution. Refereed journal paper publications and funded research projects received from government agencies like AICTE, DST, or Department of Biotechnology. In the near future, all the higher education institutions are going to be ranked by innovation ranking. It may be ARIA ranking or IIC ranking. That is number of patents filed in the patent office, in the national level patent office or international patent offices. That is number of patents filed, number of patents granted, number of patents published. Then number of commercially viable products developed in the delivered to the society, which is developed inside the society, inside the college, which is developed in campus. That is number of commercially viable products. It may be a software product, or it may be a hardware product, or it may be a service. For example, GST filing service can be extended by, can be developed by a commerce student. Then incubation facility available in the college campus. What is the incubation facility? What is the, where is the idea lab? How much funding your management has contributed? How much fund you received from agencies for setting up idea development and prototype development lab? Then how many startup companies have been established in the campus for the last 5 years? In that manner, near future, all the higher education institutions will be ranked based on innovation ranking. I think that St.Ann's College, I strongly believe that St.Ann's College of Hyderabad, they are working towards innovation. They are definitely make the things to happen, because you have an autonomous system. Definitely it is possible. Instead of project work, you can give some people, you can form a team of multidisciplinary team. They can approach, they can attack a particular problem, they can come up with a solution for the particular problem, and they can serve better to the society. So the toughest thing with in creating a startup is getting started. That is the toughest thing. But I strongly believe that the audience, those who are listening to my lectures on during this lockdown season, you are highly motivated you are really blessed, as well as you are really have the courage to do some good things to the society. You are a good people. Definitely, you will do good things to the society. Be safe. If you have any queries, you can ask. Thank you very much, the principal and management, as well as Dr. Vasudha Madam, for giving me an opportunity. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. May I now request Chandana to please take over the question and answer session. Chandana, you're
Yes, ma'am.
there?
Yes, ma'am. So the first question is from Neha. How can a startup lead to success?
That is your business plan. You should have the business plan. That is, you should have a multidisciplinary. First, you have to build a minimal viable team. Then you have to identify the right problem. As well as I will teach you that empathy map. That is empathy map. How the customer thinks, how the customer needs, what customer needs, how I can better serve to my customer. In that manner, we have to think. Then definitely we will succeed. As well as we should have the quality benchmark. We should not compromise the quality. Usually, quality will survive. If you make a quality product and you are through your startup, you are providing the quality product to the society, then definitely you can survive. As well as you should analyze the market. That is market analysis. That is very much essential. Just we are starting, we are getting loans from somebody or from some bank and we are starting a business. We cannot run. That is whether the particular problem exists, what is the actual problem, and how I am going to solve, which technology I am going to adopt, how my finished product is going to be. Then only we can succeed. Then only we can withstand in the market. As well as the quality. We have to provide quality as well as customer satisfaction. If you satisfy your customers, if your customers are very happy, definitely you will succeed.
The next question is from Chandana. What is the success percentage of any startup?
Startup percentage at present, it may be 10% to 15%. Because a lot of startup companies, they may fail. But if they fail in one thing, then they will start another one. As a student startup or as a faculty startup, we can survive. How we can survive? We are getting funds from the government, as well as we are getting mentoring support from the government. We are getting mentoring support from IIC, Ministry of Education. If your project or if your product is selected, if your idea is selected in National Innovation Contest or Smart India Hackathon Contest or 5G Hackathon Contest, then definitely they will fund you. They will give you technical stuff. They will give you free platform access. So definitely you can succeed. For example, myself and one of my colleagues, we have presented our idea, that is a rental app for a construction and agriculture industry. We are focusing on construction industry as well as the agriculture industry. Any any equipment or any machinery, if anybody wants in the agriculture field, for example, tractor, or it may be a JCP, or it may be a seeder, if they are spraying the pesticide, for that they can order, they can rent through us. We are developing an app, mobile app as well as web app. It may be for the construction industry also. Construction industry also, a lot of equipments are required. That equipment can be rented through our app, mobile app. We have construction industry as well as agriculture industry in India is very big. So we are developing a mobile app. The rentees, they are going to use our mobile app and they are going to order the particular rental equipment through us. Then we are placing the order to the particular renter, and we will commute the particular equipment or component or machinery to the place in which they wanted. They paid some advance, then we will deduct that. So likewise, whether the particular business can be scalable. If we think in that line and if we are developing a particular, for that we have received a fund from one engineering college. in which I have graduated. As an alumni, I got the opportunity to get a fund of 88,000. So they have given 88,000 to develop a minimal viable product. So we are purchasing server space and we are developing the mobile app. As well as we are asking help for another 2 lakh for the server rent. That is Google cloud server. We need some cloud space. If our business is growing, then we need cloud space, cloud server space. For that, we are approaching them. They are ready to support. In that manner, we have to plan perfectly. Where is the market available? Where I have to focus. Then the failure rate will be less. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. The next question is how to arrest the failure of startup.
Madam?
How to arrest the failure of startup.
Oh, if any failure happens, for that, for example, whenever, for example, I am a college professor. I am going to start up a business. I am going to leave my job and I am going to start a startup business. Means I have to arrange another 18 months expenses for my house. That is my family expenses. I have to take care. Then only I have to involve in that activity. I have to take a loan from the bank and I have to do the business. Otherwise, I should not float the money from my family account to company account or company account to family account. Some of the people, they are doing like that, so they may fail. So we have to identify the specific problem, whether there is a huge market demand will be there. We are developing a product based on the requirements. We are developing a product. That product, whether it will be liked, whether it will satisfy the needs of the customers, my end customers. That is essential. That we have to analyze. As well as whenever a new technology is coming, we have to upgrade ourselves. For example, Sony DVD player, Sony VCD player, once it was occupy every household in India, every household in all over the world. Now we can't see any product, Sony product. Okay, so they are not upgrading. That is the problem with them. As well as Philips radio. Once upon a time, that Philips radio is very popular. Now the Philips may not be in the market as a major player. So we have to upgrade. What is the expectations of, what is the technology upgradation? What is the expectations of the customer? Accordingly, we have to improve ourselves. Then we can withstand. We can avoid failure.
Yes, sir. The next question is what is the minimum quorum for the team for a startup?
Minimum?
Quorum.
Minimum, it may contain 5 members, minimum, 4 to 5 members. One may be a senior advisor. For example, in a college level, a faculty and a student can combine together. Then it is easy. For example, in our startup company, that is Save Rental, SAV Rental Private Limited, we registered our startup as a company, as well as we are working on that rental app development. In that, 3 interns are working. They are 6th semester students. When they were in 4th semester, when they were in 2nd year, we identified them. We have given training. Now they are developing it. So in May or June, that lockdown will support us, I think. Students are flexible. Otherwise, they have to travel. That night they can't work. If they are traveling from their home to college and return, then they cannot work at night. Now they are free. Only 4 periods classes are there. The remaining time they are free. So in May or June first week, we will start our business. So it may contain faculty and student. Then it is good. As well as multidisciplinary team. Then it is well and good. Some people from for us, some mentors. They are having they are auditors. Some auditors are mentors to us, as well as some business people. Already they are having a startup companies. They are owning the business. They are helping us. They are giving some mentorship training to us. So in that manner, we can get the help from the people.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chandana. Thank you so much. Neha, you're there? Neha? Neha? Neha, can you unmute? Chandana, can you unmute Neha's volume?
Once again, I thank all the participants for your patient listening.
Chandana, are you doing it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Neha is unmuted.
Yeah. Neha, I request Neha to please give away the vote of thanks.
Yes, ma'am. On behalf of IIC, St.Ann's College for Women, Hyderabad, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the speaker, Dr. Amritaraj Joyson, for accepting our invitation despite his busy schedule and sharing his insights with all of us on institutional innovation by Innovation Ambassador. The session created a positive mindset among the students about choosing to do a business over opting for a job. A business could be a new idea or an old idea in a new format. Thank you, sir. And I would like to express a sincere thanks to all the faculty and students who have participated in this webinar. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Neha. Once
Thank you,
again,
Neha. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again.
In closing,
Let me
I
have your-
request you all to stand for the national anthem.
Volume, Neha. You unmute yourself. Neha should unmute. Neha, unmute.
Ma'am, can you unmute Chandana? Aparna, ma'am?
Chandana, you will have to share the computer audio, Chandana.
Yes, ma'am.